for advertising all of our Twitter handles. Follow us. Okay, follow us. Now, my very first guest tonight is someone who I cannot believe I can stunt on everybody and say that I know her. She is one of the most notable names in music. All right. And when we talk about African entertainers, she is at the very top. And this is despite gender. We're not discussing that, all right? Because she has consistently and constantly maintained the level at which she would set herself apart from all other entertainers on the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Dr. Tiwa Savage. Oh, you thought I didn't know that you was a doctor now? Tiwa! Hi, baby!
Good to see you
Look
again.
at you!
Thank you.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's talk about this tribal real quick.
Yes.
Why did I think it was fake? In my mind initially, I was like, oh, she probably did that. Like doesn't look so painful. It's a lot.
Yes, yeah, it's very real. Very, very real.
Did people think it was henna as well?
A lot of people still think it is, and even though I've said so many times. So, I'm sorry. Funny story. You know, Jadena has something, a full
Similar.
sleeve as well.
Yes.
So I saw him at a festival, and he was just like, you know, my thing means my mother's river, me and my dad, something, ocean, all this like very meaningful, deep stuff. And then he turned around and said to me, like, what does yours mean? And I was like, nothing.
Oh, your tribal tattoo meant nothing?
Yeah.
Oh, you were just like, it looks cool.
Yeah, nothing.
We need to come up with a story.
I should.
We're going to be like,
everyone
so
always
this...
asks me, like, this tribal thing, what is it? And I'm like,
yeah, you should be like, so from here to here, this is all Jamil.
Yeah,
this is how hard the labor was. And at this side, this is like how difficult music is, right? But it looks so good.
Thank you.
How long did this take you?
About 3 days.
Of how many hours per day?
About 8.
8 hours a day?
Yeah. Because I'm dark as well, so I had to shade it like 2-3 times. So I did it over and over again.
Was it very painful?
Extremely painful.
If you had the option, would you do it on the other hand, or you're like, yeah, you know what?
No.
Or we tried it.
No, it's
not
pretty
us.
close to childbirth.
Oh my God.
No, I'm good.
Did you want to give up at some point where you were like, I know we've just done halfway?
I did. That's why I took 3 days, because I stopped. I kind of stopped halfway, and then I went back again, tried, and then I stopped for a few days, and then I was like, no, it looks stupid, because she had already like framed it.
Yeah.
So I had to finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, it looks really good. Let me just tell you, now that it's all healed, now that the baby is here,
right?
It was worth the labor.
Worth
all the labor. So let's talk about Dr. Tiwa Savage.
That
is such an incredible honor. Tell me about how, you know, it all happened.
Yeah, I just, you know, got a call from my manager, and she was like, you know, they're gonna give you a doctorate, and I was like, wow, from my old school as well. It's a school I graduated from in London. So it was overwhelming, more so because my African parents, especially my father, who passed away last year, was very big on education. So he would have been more proud of this moment than if I won a Grammy. Like this, you know, for African parents, this is like it for him.
True.
So it was really more emotional that this actually happened. I was sad that he wasn't here to witness it, but it was huge for my family.
Yeah. I'm so sorry for the loss of your father.
No, that's fine. Thank you.
It's been a year, you said?
Yes.
I lost my dad now in 2020.
Oh.
And I had never lost anyone close.
Yes.
Grief is so... It's some... Like you
can't explain
right?
it. Yeah.
No one would understand no matter how much money you have or how much success you have, being so broken.
Yes. Being unable to help as well. I felt really helpless, you know, during his last few days. So it was tough, and it's even sometimes tough because I think to myself, like, I'm still moving on, I'm traveling, I'm doing whatever, and I'm just like, life just goes on. That's also hard for me to like
comprehend.
Yeah.
It's wild. I've never met anyone who's also like that. So you feel guilty.
Sometimes,
you feel
of
so
course.
bad. Like, oh my God, it's been a few days I haven't thought about him. It's been a few hours I haven't thought about him.
Yeah. And like when his 1 year memorial came, and I was like, it's literally been a year, and life has literally like
moved on.
Yeah, it's sad.
It is so sad. It's so sad, especially because of the kind of pillar that he was in your life.
Yes.
And you want them to know, no, you meant something, and like I haven't forgotten about you. But then life does move on.
It does.
It's a testament to don't care so much about what people think about you in this world, because life does move on.
Absolutely.
After you're after you're gone.
No matter how much you achieve in life, like,
Yeah.
you know, I look at people like Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and it's like, you know, people will move on. So it's like, yeah, you're right. You have to put it into context, what you go through in life, and just live.
Yeah, that's true. How do you feel like grief changed you?
Well, I lost two very close people in the space of 3 weeks that year, and it was hard. I think it's made me just really value life even more, and just live in the moment and not hold on to things too much, or not dwell on things, you know, too much, and just, yeah, just know how fragile life is. Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe we were in like the same boat. It was such like an awakening moment.
For you as
to
well.
realize, just how short life is.
Yeah.
Because having lost, you know, your father, you feel like, you know, this was the strongest pillar in my life. And if they could go, then we could go at any time.
Of course, of course.
Wow.
I mean, it's a blessing too that he lived up to the age that he did, 82. So, you know, it was a celebration of life.
Yes, a celebration of life. Yeah. Speaking of life and celebrating life, your son just turned 7.
Yes, he did.
You're a mom of a 7-year-old.
I know.
Do you ever think about it? And you're like,
have
wow.
one too, right?
Yes, he's 8.
Wow.
I know. We have too much in common.
Yeah, it's so beautiful now. I say now, like, because he has a personality, and we're like really like close best friends, like genuine best friends. We have our mommy and, you know, son moment where we talk about, you know, everything. And, you know, before, when he was just a baby, you just like give him food, change his diapers, and like, you know, put him to bed. But now it's like he's a person, and I love seeing every milestone. Like, even sometimes when he comes to me and he's like, I was like, you know, Jamil, how was your day today? He's like, it was a bit overwhelming. I said, oh, what? Spell that. Yeah? Overwhelming, and just like seeing this little man just grow up, you know, before my eyes is beautiful.
Yeah, and they have opinions now.
A lot.
And they're like, you can't do that, and you can't do this, and I don't want this, and I don't want that.
Yeah,
and you're like, sir,
he has a lot of opinions now.
Yeah?
But good. He's a quiet boy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So I see that sometimes he comes with you for like rehearsal. Has he been there for your gigs?
The last one I did in Uganda, he came. He was there. Yeah, and he came on stage, actually.
Did he?
Yeah, he actually came. He stayed the whole time. And there was one time when the camera panned to him and the crowd went crazy, and I was like, wait, I didn't sound that good. Like, what's going on? And I saw him in the background, like, singing word for word, like, and I was like, wow. And he stood there the whole time. And then when we got off, he was just like, Mommy, all of those people really came for just you? And I'm like, I think so.
Yeah. So does he understand what Mommy does?
He does now.
Yeah?
He does, yeah.
So he knows you do music.
He knows, yeah.
Does he get, like, when you guys go to a public place and people just keep on coming back for pictures or like coming to say hi? So
before he used to be very protective. But now he'll just like step aside. Like when he sees people, when he knows, he'll just be like, he'll just go with his nanny or just give me my time to like.
Oh my God, look at it, like he's part of the crew now.
Yeah,
he's
honestly,
part of the management
he'll
team.
just step aside and he'll just be like, and then when sometimes when people are like, hi, he'll be like, hi in the back. Like, he doesn't really like the camera like that.
Yeah, I see that. I see you don't post him as much. Like you allow him to want to be on camera.
Yeah, if he does.
Or not. Yeah, I see that. Something else I saw is you working with Major Lazer.
Yes. Yes.
That's a huge project. Tell me all about it.
It was a song that I did many years ago, and then they got the vocals, and then they, you know, just turned it into just a great piano version. And this is the first time I'm working with all of them, Major Leagues, Major Lazer. It was you know, incredible. They're all like amazing guys.
Wait, so the original idea was not Amapiano?
No, it wasn't. No.
It was something else?
It was something completely, yeah, it wasn't.
All right, so like, I think it's like shy of 3 weeks, we're looking at 2.9 million views.
Wow, I haven't even checked.
Yeah, that's why crazy. I'm here. That's why I'm here. To remind you.
Always at the facts. Always at the facts. Oh, I love it.
And another really huge project that you had, I don't know if you knew just how much of an anthem this song was going to be. Even people who are not looking for somebody's son, everyone was looking.
Right.
Somebody's son gonna
let me find out she's singing as well. What? What did that say? Where did that come from?
It came from my soul. I was channeling my inner Brandy. They call Brandy. What do they call Brandy? The vocal Bible.
The vocal Bible. Yes.
And I think I remember years ago when we were talking and you were like, oh man, can you imagine working with Brandy?
For all my life. Like, she's one of the main reasons why I started singing.
Stop.
Yes, when I moved to the UK and I heard, I wanna be down, I was like, yeah, I could do this. It's, you know, it's not bad. And yeah, she's always been my biggest inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so how did that, like, did your management know people from her management? Did you meet her at any event?
I just put it out there. In every interview I've always gone to, I've always mentioned her name. And when I signed to Universal, they asked me who I wanted to work with. And of course I said Brandy, 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 Brandy. It didn't work for my first album. And then I met I met someone who was a mutual friend of hers, put the call through, and she was just like, hey, Tiwa, Brandy's gonna call you. I just gave her your number. I'm like, huh? And this is like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning in Nigeria, because they're in LA, so they're like hours behind. So my phone rings and she's like, Tiwa. She's like, are you sleeping? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm up. Hey, how are you? Like, yeah, you. And she was
wait for you.
A sweetheart. She just, I don't know. I don't even know how it happened from there. I went to LA, did the song, went to the studio. I couldn't even stay in the studio when she was recording. I was that overwhelmed.
Oh, it was a lot.
Yes, I had tears. It was so emotional. I left and then I came back the next day to hear it.
Was it like a full circle moment for you where you were like, you know what, I could quit now. I could stop doing music now.
Absolutely,
like I have
reached.
It's
like ticked a huge box.
You didn't even know the box was possible to be ticked.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, and she killed it.
She did.
She's amazing.
She did, and I love that she sort of like made it sound a bit like West African. Like she wasn't trying to make it sound American.
Yeah.
It wasn't like some mainstream jam, and
she was totally invested. Yeah. Totally. Sometimes they always say don't meet your idol because you might change your opinion about them, but she's the opposite. She's like my sister.
Yeah. Oh, she was exactly what you hoped she would be.
More.
Yeah. That's so interesting because you were exactly, in fact, you were a whole lot more than what I ever thought you would be when we met. I remember and I told you this. Let me tell you guys, Tiwa is exactly who she is on camera, off camera. Unless, I don't know, like maybe you meet her and she's, I don't remember, but like to me, I've always just seen a great side of her. This song was a spiritual song.
Yes, initially.
So it wasn't like a song like for single people. It wasn't like an anthem.
No, it was. It was like it was more so like single. I don't want to say just ladies, but then it is someone's son, quote unquote. So I thought about all my friends that want to get married or have been married and divorced or single mothers, and they all are looking for that something, and it was very spiritual for me when I was working on it. Yeah.
Okay. Now I know this is really private.
It is.
It is. The question I'm about to ask you. Listen, Tiwa, it's the thing. The people want to know certain things. Okay, girl. You wrote this song. You were single at the time. You had said you were single. Are you single now?
I leave that off off air.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. You know what that means, though, right? You know what that means? But listen, we have this speech that I have to play for you. Okay. Initially, when we were talking about, I was supposed to address you as Dr. Tiwa this entire interview. I forgot.
No.
I forgot. But this was her graduation speech. Here it is. So we're going to check it out. Then we can talk after.
Okay. I failed at a lot of things, actually. I was bullied at school severely when I moved to the UK. I ran away from home a few times. I was suspended a few times from school. I've been globally ridiculed a couple of times. I'm not going to say what it is, but it rhymes with cape, the irony. And I also failed principles of finance at this very university when I was graduating. But this same girl went on to be a leading figure in a global phenomenon called Afrobeats. And some call me Queen, but it's Dr. Savage from now on.
Look at you. Oh my gosh, it was a full there were so many people there. Were you anxious?
Yeah,
because it's like different. You're not performing.
No, it was so nerve-wracking. Like talking in front of people is different from singing.
Yeah.
But my mom was there, my son, my family, everyone was there.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Doctor.
Thank you.
Do they address you now as Dr. Tiwa?
A lot of people do. It's funny because when I'm filling out forms, you know, when it says Miss, Mrs., Doctor, I'm always like, have this little smile. I'm like, Doctor.
Dr. Tiwa, okay. I love that. So you're in Nairobi. I'm sure people are like, wait, we haven't seen any poster of any concert.
No.
She came to see me, guys, you know. And then other than coming to say hi to me, she's also here for something pretty cool.
Yes. Launching MAC Maker lipstick, Tiwa Savage, the first African MAC maker with, So we're here to launch.
So it's happening tomorrow?
Yes.
Can people, is it just invite only? Can members of the public come through?
So yeah, I believe that there is, I'll be at one of the MAC stores. I'll give you all the information and they can come, meet me, meet and greet, take pictures, buy a lipstick of course. And I'm super excited. Like I said, it's the first time that we're having an African MAC maker. And I think it's long overdue because, you know, in Africa, it's like, we're so big on beauty and we have such a wide spectrum of beauty from like very light skin to very dark skin, like full lips, thin lips, big eyes, high cheekbones. Like, you know, it's been a long time coming and I feel like I'm so excited that finally I feel like we have someone representing us in that beauty space. You know, young girls can look at me and partner in MAC and feel beautiful because they see themselves in me. So
and I love the color, by the way. It's really bright. Are you going to do more?
I would love to.
Is this like the first of many?
Yes, this is. But I would love to. Based on the success of this, I would love to. And even if it's not me, like I would love to open the door for other, you know, influencers and artists and actresses and hosts.
Yes, hosts.
You know, beautiful ladies, women like yourself to, you know, have a collaboration. It would be amazing.
It's pretty big. You've knocked down very many doors. Very many doors. You've been the first of so many different things. At this point, it doesn't, I mean, you're like, oh, another one. Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you. There have been so many. You must be, I mean, so proud of yourself. You have so many young women who look up to you and are so inspired by you and, you know, just how you have constantly just fought through so many male-dominated industries and spaces. And as you know, Kenya, you have a loyal fan base here in Kenya. I know you see the playlist. Like, we just play a lot of Nigerian music.
It's beautiful. Every time I come, the love is overwhelming. It's unbelievable. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. They love you right back. They love you a whole lot more. Listen, if you love Tiwa Savage so much, why don't you come through to the MAC store tomorrow at the Village Market? Okay, so this is from around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So from 11. Oh, okay, fine. So from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you can come, have a chance to take a selfie with Tiwa Savage. She flies back immediately, by the way, because she's busy. She's booked and busy. She's ready to hop on the plane and go for another, you know, for her next event. So you don't want to miss that. It's only 2 hours. Come through, take a picture, buy the product, use it yourself, because of course the amazing attendees at the MAC store will be ready to just put it on you and just see how, you know, the beat is going to look. Okay, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Before I wrap up and go to break, what do you want to tell your fans?
Thank you so much. For just throughout the years sticking by me, supporting me. Support me once again. Get your lipstick. It's a limited edition, so it will sell out. So make sure you get yours. And I have new music as well coming out on Tuesday with Ashake, who's huge right now. I'm excited about that.
Big. Ashake is gonna make the entire world start speaking pidgin.
Right. Yeah. So
no,
watch out for that.
Hey, Ashake.
I'm gonna tell him.
Yeah, you have to tell him. We have to tell him he has to come through. Thank you so much, Tiwa. I really appreciate you, man. So much love. All right, so now, Kwaj, I think you look great in that lipstick. Let me tell you, I bought you one. I bought you one. I didn't want you to try it on air, but they said no, but it's okay. So.
You know, the thing is, since it's Tiwa's, there's nothing that doesn't go. But anyway, I don't know, Amina, if you've noticed, he has been hypnotized the whole time.
He
like
has.
His mouth has just stayed open.
Yeah.
He's not been seeing anything. Hajakuwa akisema
I just
kitu.
watching the interview.
With your mouth open.
Online, it's like it's a competition between people online who likes what song more. Like which song is better than the other. It's like everyone is struggling to see. So I have a couple of tweets here at AFC Noel is saying, this is me after hearing Amina call Tiwa Daktari. I mean, that meme challenge, you remember?
Daktari is doctor in Swahili.
So, yeah, that's the face. At I am Kaka Bruvi saying, please say hi to Tiwa. She's my all-time favorite female artist all over Africa. I love her outfit, by the way. Wait, hiyo kitu ingine usiseme hapa. The last thing he said.
I see that. I see that. Oh my, we started off so well.
AFC is still saying Keys to the City is unmatched up to today. Yeah, on Facebook, everyone is naming their best songs. At Brian Sasha Banks is saying, please let Tiwa give me a shout out. Tell her I'm her #1 fan in Kenya. She killed the Noah Hala remix jam.
What's his name? What's his name?
The name is Brian, yes.
There you go, Brian.
Brian, I hope you recorded this moment because you'll never have it again. Ever again in your life, I can promise you.
That's true. I know there's so many, Quach.
Yeah.
There's so many, right?
There's so many. I could read them the whole night, but the director is saying no.
We have to take a break.
Yes.
Oh, wow. We should have Tiwa more often on the show. We should have her often on the show. Anyway, thank you so much, Tiwa. Make sure that you come through tomorrow, Village. But even, fellas, you know what? Come through. Just, if you buy the lipstick, we don't care who you're giving the lipstick to. Just come say hi to Tiwa. We are about to take a short break. Listen, we're giving away tickets for the Oktoberfest happening tomorrow and on Sunday. Stick around for the question. It's going to be super easy. We're about to take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Bana, bana, yeah, 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 yeah.